Ayo, what's up and welcome. I'm the one and only West Coast King, and welcome back to the United States National Team career, where today we are set to begin the 2018 World Cup. This is what we are here for, to try to win this trophy for the United States. Can we do it in our first try at the World Cup? With this team, I'm not sure. We're going to start the group here today with Belgium, Switzerland, and Cameroon. It's not the most difficult group in the world, but it's also not the easiest. There are some decent teams in there, but I do think this is a group that we can progress out of, and once we hit the knockout stage, anything could happen. So we'll have to see how this thing goes, but to start things off with, we have to select our team for this tournament. So here is the team that we called up for the last set of friendlies, last episode against Australia and Saudi Arabia. On the field right here, this is probably our starting 11 going into the World Cup. That's the best team that I can think of to put out there. They play very well together. We saw that in our first set of friendlies. They're a very, very solid group on the field all together at one time. The only maybe question I have is possibly Tyler Adams, but he played phenomenal in that position. I could also put Kellen Acosta there, or Christian Roldan, or Weston McKennie. There's a lot of different younger players that could play there, but for now, it's going to be Tyler Adams. And then on the bench, we have Bobby Wood, Kellen Acosta, Kekuta Mane, Matt Miazga, Bill Hamid, Christian Roldan, and Weston McKennie. All of which I think are also going to be going to the World Cup. I don't think that there's any better players I could select ahead of them either. So all of those players are safe. And into the reserves, we have Timmy Chandler. He's going to be at the World Cup as well. And then we have the last 4 players here. These are the guys that I called up for the last set of friendlies that weren't there for the first set of friendlies. We have Alfredo Morales, Sebastian Lletget, Kenny Saif, and Aaron Long. Long played fine, but I'm still going to go with Omar Gonzalez in that position. So that one's kind of settled as well. Unfortunately, Long won't be with us when we go to the World Cup. Alfredo Morales and Sebastian Lletget. It's kind of between those two as to who gets called up for the tournament. And because of the versatility that Sebastian Lletget gives me, I don't think either one played better than the other. But I do like the versatility of Lletget. He could play on the wing if I need him to. That is a position I feel a little bit thin at going into the World Cup, so I'm gonna probably call Lletget up. And then Kenny Saif played so well in the two friendlies last episode. I don't think there's any way he doesn't get called up. He was fantastic, probably a best player on the field against Saudi Arabia. I think he has to get a call up as well. So that kind of leaves me with just one position to fill. So to replace Alfredo Morales, I think we have really 2 players that are vying for that spot. First of all, we have Clint Dempsey. I didn't actually at all give him any playing time in the 2 sets of friendlies that we've played up to this point, but I know what he's going to give me. His quality is undeniable, still can produce on the field in the right position. The problem is, we don't have his position in the formation that we use, which is really center forward or center attacking mid. Somewhere right in there behind the striker is really where he's at his best. I just don't know if there is a situation where I can really deploy him effectively in this team. The other option is Jordan Morris, his Seattle teammate. And this isn't just me trying to pick a sounder, by the way. I think these are literally the legitimate options for this team. I didn't call Morris up at all for a friendly. That's because I know what he's going to give me. Blistering pace off the bench. He won't be a starter in this team, but as a substitute, he could be very, very effective. And given that we really lack a lot, we desperately lack speed in this team. Outside of Pulisic, Zardes, and Mane, there's no one with high 80s pace, which is what I would classify as a true speedster. Morris definitely has that, and for that reason, I just think he would contribute more to the team in a bigger role than what Clint Dempsey would give us. So I'm gonna pick Jordan Morris for this last spot. And you know what? I think you could hear the hesitation in my voice by leaving Clint Dempsey off this team. I'm thinking back on it, Sebastian Lletget, as much as I like the idea of the 5-star weak foot and 4-star skills in the middle of the pitch for me, he just didn't play well in his opportunity. Honestly, Alfredo Morales played better than he did, and Morales isn't making the team either. And you know what? Maybe late in the game, if we need some offense, we switch formations and bring in Clint Dempsey in an advanced role and create a spot for him, because I think in that situation, Clint Dempsey is the guy. He is the player that we need in those situations. Lletget he just didn't get it done. If he had played better, this would have made my decision a lot easier, but given the fact that he just didn't get the job done, and given the fact that I know what Clint Dempsey can do, I think we're going to bring Clint Dempsey anyway. I'm not going to make the same mistake that Jurgen Klinsmann made by leaving Landon Donovan off the World Cup team. I'm going to bring my veteran superstar with us just in case we need him. So now the team is set, and this is going to be the starting 11 that we go with against Belgium. It's going to be Pulisic, Altidore, and Zardes up top. No surprises there at all. Nagbe, Bradley, and Tyler Adams in the midfield. I'm going to go ahead and go with Tyler Adams there for this first one and see how it goes. Johnson, Brooks, Opara, and Yedlin across the back. No surprises there either, with Zach Steffen in goal. The substitutes now, the bench. This one might be a little surprising. No Bobby Wood on the bench as a substitute, but again, that's just me strictly thinking that Jordan Morris is going to be more effective as a substitute than maybe Bobby Wood would be. So I'm going to go with Morris there. Dempsey, obviously, we brought him for a reason. He's on the bench as well. Kekuta Mane, Weston McKennie, Kellen Acosta, Matt Miazga, and Bill Hamid round out the substitutes. And then we have Timmy Chandler, Kenny Saif, Bobby Wood, Omar Gonzalez, and Christian Roldan in the reserves if needed. And again, things could change. I might rotate that around. We'll have to see how things go. I'm going to make adjustments on the fly. And let's hope for the best here. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the World Cup. So for our first match of our group, we are set to take on Belgium. And we know what to expect from this game. Belgium, at this point in time, is an elite team in world football. Very nearly made the final in the World Cup in real life this year. Their roster is stacked. Just world-class players all the way around. It is going to be easily the toughest group, or the toughest game in our group. If we can get something from this, even if it's just a point, that would set us up really, really well moving forward in this group. But if we lose this game, it's not the end of the world. All that does is put more pressure on us to beat Switzerland and Cameroon, which I think that we're capable of doing. But if we could get the World Cup started with at least a point here, that would be fantastic. All right, here is a look at this Belgian team. A couple of surprises in there, including that formation. I didn't expect that. Hazard's playing very deep. Januzaj's in the team, so is Den Donker. Okay, I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting that formation or some of those players, but it's still a very, very good team. All right, boys, World Cup time. Time to put us on the map. I want to at least get past the first knockout game. Let's try to make it to the quarterfinal, which the United States hasn't done in quite some time. Oh, that's not a good start. Oh, Steffen. Woo! Oh, Zardes. Big play there by Zardes. Play it for Josie Altidore. He's got Josie. Josie, please get... What? No, this isn't happening. This isn't happening. I believe in I believe in Josie Altidore. I don't know what that finish was. We're not even going to think about that. That was a fluke. It was early. It was nerves. Put it behind us. Keep going forward. Actually, Zardes... Is Zardes down? Zardes is actually down in the box from that last corner that we took. He's still down in the box as well. And oh, crap. Here comes Lukaku. I'm not really paying attention. I'm more worried about Zardes. Good save by Steffen. And Zardes appears to be up and moving. But that is an early injury that I really didn't want to have to worry about. Do we have time for a counterattack before the half? That's a good ball up there for Josie. Josie playing it through for Nagbe. We actually might have something here. Nagbe's got good speed. Nagbe's going to have to hit this from the... Yeah. Forgot Courtois was back there. Even if that wasn't Courtois, it was right at the goalkeeper anyway. And that is going to be halftime. I'd say it's been dead even. Maybe even we were a little bit better in that first half than they were. But breaking down that Belgian defense is no picnic. And to make matters worse here, Zardes is carrying an injury he picked up in that first half. I let him play to see if he could play through it. He hasn't recovered, so I'm going to bring on Kekuta Mane to start the second half. That is a big loss for our offense. Altidore, nice ball for Bradley. In there for Nagbe, tries to turn away from a defender. Nagbe gets a step! Gets one of the best shots off we've had so far, but again, too close to Courtois on the... It was a tough finish. And now they're bringing on Nainggolan. That's not what you want to see. Oh, Michael Bradley. Brilliant tackle by Michael Bradley there. Kekuta Mane, nicely done. Here comes Darlington Nagbe. Nagbe lays it off. for Christian Pulisic, and Christian Pulisic scores a goal in the 60th minute against Belgium. Brilliant tackle in the midfield by Michael Bradley to set us on an instant counterattack. And we finally got him, man. We finally were able to get the numbers forward to beat the Belgian defense. They are so good in there and so solid. They just do not give up many opportunities. But we finally created one. Great play by Nagby to not be selfish, looking for Pulisic. And a great finish by our youngest starter in the team. Oh my god, is that Januzaj who's just sliding through? Is that De Bruyne? It might be De Bruyne. But now it's out wide from Mertens. Fabian Johnson's getting beat. This is very bad. What a block. I don't know who blocked that. It might have been Weston McKennie, but De Bruyne was lining one up. That could have been very dangerous. And it was, I think, Weston McKennie on the block. And with 20 minutes left to play, we're going to go ahead and make our final 2 substitutions. Morris is going to come on as a winger. Wasn't planning on using him in this game, but with the Zardes injury, we had to bring on Mane a little bit earlier. And I'm also going to bring on Weston McKennie in there for Darlington Nagby. We actually do maybe have a counterattack here. Johnson's going to cut inside. Allow Jordan Morris to run on the outside. He's got it. Jordan Morris is going to play it across for Altidore, who lays it for Kekuta Mane. And another counterattack for the USA. And another goal. This time it's Kekuta Mane. I told you the super subs, Mane and Morris, were going to be huge for us. There it was. 2-0 USA. That's not only massive for this game, this result, but also goal difference in the World Cup is huge. That was a massive goal for us. And there is the final whistle. I'll be honest, Belgium was a little bit punchless in that one. They just didn't, even with a 3 at the back and all those attacking players, didn't do a whole hell of a lot. I know our formation kind of countered that one, being a little bit more defensive, especially clogging up a lot of the midfield, which is why I really like this formation. Nothing goes through the middle of the pitch. Everything has to come from the wing. It worked perfectly, honestly. Our tactics, or maybe just the way we play, countered Belgium very, very well in that one. And a 2-0 result, it's a bit of a shock, if I'm honest. It's not all good news, however. Here is the word on Gyasi Zardes, who picked up that injury in that match. Sprained knee, out 3 weeks. That, I don't even know if he's going to be back for, like, if we even make it to, like, the final. I don't even know if he'll be back for that. I don't think he will. So, I think that's Gyasi Zardes' World Cup done, which is a bit devastating for this team. So we move on now to take on Switzerland in the second game of this group. They lost their opener to Cameroon, and that kind of goes back to what I said last episode about them probably finishing bottom of this group. But it's in these situations against these teams where I tend to struggle in the World Cup. This is where I somehow find a way to slip up. So hopefully we avoid that. If we win this game, Switzerland is eliminated, so you know that they're going to be at their best trying to avoid that situation. For us, we're dealing with that Zardes injury. Mane will take his spot, a like-for-like swap on that right wing, and Bobby Wood will be on the bench for this one. No other changes. Let's continue this momentum. Let's keep rolling. I know this team has what it takes. To now, for me, I think we should win this group. So here's a look at the Swiss starting 11, and I've said that they could finish bottom of the group, but it's not a bad team. They do have some decent attacking options in Shaqiri and Mbolo. Good defense. I mean, Rodriguez and Shar in front of Jan Sommer. It's decent. It's not all that bad for them. All right, boys. You know the job at hand. 1 win, and we are most likely through to the knockout stage, depending on what happens in that Cameroon and Belgium match. But we just got to focus on this 1 game right here and now. With a passing right now from Switzerland. Bolo trying to make something happen here. It's a ball off to Shaqiri. If that was on Shaqiri's left foot, we're probably down 1-0 right now. Thankfully, it was on his right. Adams here for Nagby. Going up for Pulisic. Johnson made a very, very good run here. And here comes the USA in their first real attack. Fabian Johnson pulling this back. Ooh, nice little drag back, though. Crosses the ball in. There's Nagby. Wide open header from the penalty spot, but just really didn't direct it into the right spot there. Here we go for Mbolo. Oh, boys. Oh, I just don't like Mbolo on the ball at all. Great play there by Opara. But what is happening? Get the ball out. Oh, my God. When Mbolo went down, I thought we had given up a pen there. We're still not out of trouble, though. We're really making a mess of this thing at the back. Adams deflects that pass, but not quite enough. Finally, Bolo takes the shot, and it's Zach Steffen on the save. Here we go. Now we got it to Altidore. Around the corner. Nicely done. Adams. Okay. Backside for Mane. I was actually trying to get that to Altidore. Taps it for Tyler Adams. And Tyler Adams slots it home. That did not go the way I was planning. A bit of a crazy pass from Tyler Adams, but it ends up working for him. I guess he knew what he was doing there. He gets us on the board. And it's 1-0. Seemingly, it's a bit of against the run of play. Switzerland has been very good. Like they've outplayed us in this one so far, but we do get that opening goal through the young Tyler Adams. Nice little play there. Good finishes. That was just a great play by Tyler Adams. All right, start of the second half now. We kind of flipped that thing on its head. We scored about 30 minutes in, and the rest of that first half was pretty much all USA. Okay. Switzerland, again, into Mbolo at his feet. Shaqiri! There's Jordan Shaqiri. That one, again, on his right foot. It just takes that much space for Shaqiri to punish you. Their game plan is very simple, and it's very obvious. Ball into Mbolo's feet, Exhibit A. Turn the corner to Jordan Shaqiri, Exhibit B. Shaqiri finesse far post. They've done it 3 or 4 times. I've been able to at least put him off every time. That time I just wasn't close enough, and Shaqiri... perfect finish, and it is all tied up at 1. All right, well, we scored on the 30-minute mark. They score on the 60, and we've got 30 minutes left to play. Let's see if there's one more goal in this thing. We're through with Nagbe already up for Altidore. One touch, Altidore blocked by Fabian Schär. Ooh, I thought we had that. We have a corner here. Let's try to find someone in there, Pulisic. Not bad. Altidore tries to knock it down in the middle. Put it in a dangerous spot. It doesn't quite work, but Yedlin picks this up. And here comes DeAndre Yedlin on a Yedlin run. They're not ready for the DeAndre Yedlin run. Yedlin has a shot. It trickles to Jan Sommer. Maybe I should have passed that one. I might have forced that. A left-footed shot with DeAndre Yedlin's probably not what we want. Oh, and Bolo, though, just kind of comes storming through there. Shaqiri in there for Mbolo. That's a good move to get by Brooks. And it's a good save by Zach Steffen. Okay, 15 minutes left. This is where I'd like to bring on Kakuta Mane. Do I take Pulisic off? Do I take Mane off? You know what? I think we leave Pulisic on. We're going to bring on Jordan Morris. And you know what? I think now is the time. This is the situation where we want to do this. Let's go with a more attacking 4-3-3 formation. Where is the 4-3-3? There it is. 4-3-3 attack. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to take off Nagbe. We're going to bring on Clint Dempsey. And we're going to go for it, man. This is the time to go for it. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're out of position on this side. This is bad. You know they're going to try to get the ball to... Okay, I thought they were going to try to go to Shaqiri. Instead, they went to Dermich, and that was that close to going 2-1 the other way. All right, corner here for Switzerland. We didn't win that, but Zach Steffen is there to make the save. Pulisic. Let's go up the wing here for Fabian Johnson. See what Johnson can do. He doesn't have the freshest legs in the world, but he gets the ball up there for Altidore. Altidore, great ball for Tyler Adams. Tyler Adams is through. Can he score a second? It's Tyler Adams again! There's actually a substitute waiting to take Tyler Adams off. It's going to be Weston McKennie, but Tyler Adams, in the 90th minute, comes through with his second goal of the game and puts USA up 2-1. What in the world is Tyler Adams? If there was a breakout star for this World Cup for this team, obviously my money would have gone on Christian Pulisic. It's Tyler Adams! All right, boys. Now we just have to see this thing out. Doesn't take that long at all. That one is over. 2-1 is the final. Switzerland, to be fair, played way better than Belgium did. Really gave us a run for our money. I honestly thought they might have deserved a little bit more from that match. They definitely didn't deserve to lose that one, but good lord, the heroics of that kid right there, Tyler Adams, on this stage to have that performance, that was just incredible. So here is a look at the group now, and we sit on 6 points through 2 games. Mathematically, we can't be eliminated now. We are through to the knockout rounds. Cameroon still could be eliminated, depending on what Belgium and Switzerland do. But right now, we're playing to win the group. I don't know how much really that's going to matter. But, I mean, realistically, this next game does not matter all that much for us. I'm probably going to rotate the team a little bit. and see what some of the other players can do. At least give them a run out in this one. Rest some of our main guys. So yeah, let's finish off this group. After this, for the next few episodes, or next however many ever episodes, it's going to be one game per episode until we get knocked out. So let's finish off this group against Cameroon. So here is the team we're going to go with for this last group stage game. We're going to go with Kenny Saif on the left, Bobby Wood up top, Mane staying on the right. McKennie is in the midfield with Roldan and Bradley. Chandler's going to play left back. I know, didn't go well last episode, but I got to rest Fabian Johnson, so it's going to be Timmy Chandler in there. Miazga is going to be next to Opara, and Yedlin also staying in the team with Zach Steffen in goal once again. Again, I don't really care if I win or lose this game. It might mean if we win the group, maybe we get a slightly easier opponent in the first round of knockouts, but you never know where teams are going to finish in their own group. Look at our group. Belgium's probably not even going to go through. So, yeah, it's a crapshoot after this. I don't know who we're going to draw in the next round, but honestly, I just rather make sure our main guys stay healthy. All right, here we go. Kickoff in this final group stage game. I didn't show you the starting 11 for Cameroon because there's not that many players that I know, and I don't know if you know many of them either. I already got a foul? Seriously, ref? That's how we're going to play this one? All right, man, you know what? I just want to keep my players healthy and then win the game if we can. And that is, wow. Okay, was that Abubakar? I think it was. Yeah, that would be one of the names that I knew. Not that that mattered, because I just let him have a shot from about 20 yards, wide open. That's not a good start. All right, so we still haven't touched the ball until now. We already have a foul given up and a goal conceded. So, yeah, I don't think there could possibly have been a worse start for us, unless we'd, given up a red, which, let's knock on wood, that doesn't happen. All right, corner here for Cameroon. That's going to be cleared away. Well, not very far away. It's up for Nkulu, and it's going to be 2-0. 2-0 Cameroon. I don't know what makes our normal starting 11 so special, but they've absolutely, for the most part, dominated both games that they've played. This is just bad. All the way around bad. It's just no marking in the box. It's just poor. I want to try to get a goal back before halftime. Let's try to play our way back into this somehow, some way. Try to find some kind of offense, because right now we're getting next to nothing. There we go. Weston McKennie gets through, and it's cleared away. They're so fast. Like, I got by 2 of them. Both of them got back in front of me before I could take a shot. That's ridiculous. Here we go. Chandler, Roldan, Bradley in there for McKennie. Just have a snapshot. Oh, he rattles the crossbar. Weston McKennie almost had a worldie. Come on, boys. Bobby Wood. That's a great play. Bobby Wood slides through. It's going to be Kenny. Went for the shot himself. I should have sweated it to Mane. He was wide open. He was making the run. I thought Kenny could convert. Dang it, that's a wasted chance. Oh, another. I just feel like we're right there. We're starting to play much, much better, but it's just not quite good enough. We're starting to turn it on. Oh, God, we can't give him another goal here before halftime. Somebody go. Close him down! Oh, it's off the post! Cleared out by Miazga, kind of. As far as Roldan, he gets it up the pitch. That's halftime. What a freaking disaster that was! Kenny Saif playing this ball up here for Bobby Wood. Bobby Wood actually has a step here. Bobby Wood's coming in. He's going to have to hold this up for a moment. Now playing it up the side for McKennie. McKennie pulling it back in there. Kenny Saif going for Kakuta Mane. Goes for the low driven. What a save by the keeper. Oh, no, first time pass. Are you serious? He's offside. Get the ball out, man. What the hell? That's it. I'm done with Roldan. He's been so shit in this game. He's actually been, and no one's more disappointed in that than me, but Roldan has been so freaking bad, he can't be on the field anymore. He's done. He's not seeing any more action in this World Cup either. McKennie, let's go. Let's get a counterattack going here. A classic USA counterattack. Oh, God, I missed whoever this was over here, but now he's open. Up the wing we go for Kenny Saif. Come on, Kenny. Get those wheels turning. Kenny Saif. Pull it in. There it is. And there's a goal. Who was that? I don't even... It's Weston. I think it's Weston McKennie that gets us back in this thing. A little more than 20 minutes left to play. We've got a goal back. A nice counterattack finally from the U.S. There is hope. We could still get something. Ideally, I just don't want to lose this game. If we could draw this match, that would be nice. Oh my god, what a move. Yedlin's the only one over here now, and Yedlin can't stop this either. Opara's back in position. He gets done in. Ooh, quick shot. Zach Steffen down to save it, though. There you go, tackle. Tammy Chandler has actually been fantastic in this game, and here comes Saif. Saif is on the loose. He's going to look across. There's a man. Acosta for Kakuta Mane. Mane scores! I wasn't sure what happened there. Did he just chip it? That was such a soft shot. I wasn't sure if he chipped it or if the goalkeeper got a block to it. But we do get the equalizer. 5 minutes left to play. It's Kakuta Mane with his second goal of the tournament. Beautiful, beautiful passing side to side. I don't know what the hell that finish was for Mane, though, but it nearly gave me a freaking heart attack. Oh, that's a decent ball. Get rid. Oh, my goodness. We are all sorts of turned around in there to the byline. Miazga almost just fired that at 1,000,000 miles an hour into the back of his own net. All right. Oh, my goodness. Is there time? Is there time for one more chance? Saif on the ball. He has a time to cross this thing in. He's going to lay it across. It's going to be Kellen Acosta. Can't get the shot away, but he stays on it. Morris lays it for Mane. It's behind him as well. The passing is so bad. It just didn't come off for these guys. Oh, that was the next generation right there. Just a little bit too inexperienced, a little too young. Just not enough composure. Acosta, Morris, Mane, just bad passes all the way across. And it ends 2-2. That's okay. That is fine. We didn't need to win it. I'm glad we didn't lose it in the end. Oh, man, we could have stolen it right at the end, though. And so now with all of the games having been played in the group stage, we can take a look at the final results from each group. In Group F, it's the United States and Cameroon moving through. Belgium did finally win a game. They beat Switzerland in their final match, but it wasn't enough for them. And by the way, Switzerland lost all 3 games and finished bottom of the group, just like I said they would. In Group G, it's Sweden and Germany moving through. In Group H, it's Argentina and Egypt, with the Netherlands missing out. That's tough for them. In Group A, it's Uruguay and England moving through, with Denmark somehow missing out. They finished level on points, level on goal difference, but they missed. I don't know how that's determined, but England moves through nonetheless. In Group B, it's Spain and Mexico. In Group C, Italy and Colombia. Group D is Brazil and Russia. In Group E, it's Slovenia, Portugal, and Ivory Coast, all finishing on 6 points, but goal difference is the decider there, with Slovenia and Portugal moving through. Man, Portugal, whew, they narrowly miss out getting knocked out in the group stage. That could have been a little bit embarrassing for them. And speaking of Portugal, they are going to be our opponent for the round of 16. So we get a team that maybe not performing at their best, but a team that got through the group nonetheless, and a decent group at that. I mean, Ivory Coast and I think, who was the other one? Wales was in that as well. Not an easy group at all. So they're not a bad team despite narrowly making it into the knockout rounds. But the other knockout round games, we have Uruguay and Mexico, Italy and Russia, Slovenia, Cameroon, Germany, Egypt, I almost said Mexico, Germany, Egypt, Spain, England, Brazil, Colombia, United States, Portugal, and Argentina and Sweden. So that is where we're going to end this one for today. From here on out, it'll be 1 game per episode until we're knocked out of the World Cup, or you never know, until maybe we win the World Cup. It could happen. We haven't lost yet. So I'd say we're one of the hotter teams going into the knockout round. So yeah, we'll see how this thing goes, but we got to go through Ronaldo to get there. So that's it for this one. If you did enjoy it, make sure to let me know by leaving a like below. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you when we come back for some more World Cup action with the Stars and Stripes. See ya.